My place looks like someone's really messy basement or possibly a garage, preparing for a garage sale. Today is Tuesday, August 20th. It's right around 11:45 a.m. I am wiped out. For some reason, I just slept for like 11 hours for some strange reason. Oh yeah, that's because my psychopath neighbor in the bathroom of 78 has been using a directed energy device on me for 2 days now. And it literally kills you. I mean, you're being microwaved. Directed energy devices emit concentrated streams of electromagnetic frequency. Depending on the device, it can emit microwaves or radio waves of different wavelengths. Obviously, radio waves are much longer than microwaves. Just by the name, you can tell radio waves, right? So it gets your radio from a broadcasting station miles away. And then microwaves are very short and kind of dangerous. They tend to cook you as you would have in a microwave oven. Directed energy devices concentrate those electromagnetic outputs, which, any electronic device emits. Your cell phone is basically a directed energy device. If you can concentrate the electromagnetic output of your phone into a concentrated beam and aim it at people, your phone can be a weapon. It's really not science fiction. And that is the next generation of weaponry that law enforcement apparently really needs to catch up on pretty quickly, because these devices are being used more and more. And in my case, your psychopath career criminal neighbor can just get their hands on one and start electronically harassing you with it whenever you're doing stuff in your apartment that they have knowledge of that they don't like. Obviously, surveillance devices are now almost the norm in people's living spaces. In buildings such as this one, where the management seems to think they have the right to intrude upon the privacy of the people that they rent to, and they don't, right? A lot of real estate companies, don't know that? Or maybe they just don't care. And then they dox your personal activities to your crazy psychopath neighbors, who then engage in all kinds of really harmful, disruptive, harmful and disruptive behaviors and activities, right? The psychopath in 78 likes to make her presence known by smacking the wall directly behind that tap, especially when I'm standing at the sink. She wants me to know she's just a few feet away. That's not even a few feet. That's like 18 inches. And she's like desperate for attention because she's a psychopath. That's what they do. Psychopaths are the types of people who engage in serial murders and then, leave like their calling card on the dead bodies because they want people to know, like, this is their handiwork. This is their achievement. This is what they do. They're so proud of their criminal activities that they want people to know about it. That's what a psychopath is. All serial killers are psychopaths. Anyway, I don't want to wake up and start talking about serial killers. But I was completely wiped out for just about 12 hours because of this directed energy device. And I left several messages for the Greenville group telling them that their psychopath, Jasmine Arizari, is using a directed energy device and has been assaulting me. Oh my God, now she just started doing it again as I'm saying this. Oh, and now there's tons of marijuana smoke coming from behind this wall right here, like intense amounts of marijuana. She's in the bathroom of 78. I don't even know why she's always in there. It's vacant and empty, according to Oleg Eliseyev, her handler here at the Greenville Group and the supposed property manager. He's really just kind of a shady, sketchy criminal kind of guy. And he brags about his criminal exploits and illegal activities in personal conversations when you're talking to him. So I don't know if he's just like ignorant of the laws or just likes to flaunt the fact that he gets away with stuff. Anyway, this is my mocha morning coffee. It's now almost 12. And again, I slept for just about 12 hours. This is highly unusual for me. I can usually get by on 6.5 or 7 hours, but I could not stop sleeping. I was literally getting cooked in this place over the last couple of days. Because I was supposed to have a pest control inspection on Monday morning, I moved everything away from the wall. So that's what you're seeing right there. It was a lot of work, a lot of physical effort, but usually that doesn't wipe me out the way these directed energy device assaults have been. And now I need coffee just to wake up, even after 12 hours of sleeping, because I'm still wiped out. I should probably just go to the emergency room and see what they have to say about directed energy devices. I mean, hopefully they know that these things can inflict harm on people and are being used probably a lot more than what, you hear on the news and stuff like that. There was a beautiful full moon last night. I managed to open my window, even though my shade is suddenly not working anymore and I can't really open it or close it for some strange reason. I'm not saying anybody did anything to it. I'm probably the one who messed it up by like not seeing what I was supposed to do with it or something, but now it won't open or close. But it was a super full blue moon, which is really rare. And I managed to stick my head out the window for a few minutes and just eyeball it for a little bit. It was pretty large, as super moons tend to be, because the moon's orbit around the Earth is not perfectly round. I believe it is elliptical, as many orbits are, as many planetary orbits are. So there is a time when the moon is closer to the Earth than it normally would be, based on where it is in its elliptical orbit around the Earth. So that was a super moon. And then obviously a blue moon is a second full moon that you have in any calendar month of 31 days, which is rare. So last night was a full blue supermoon, and the clouds finally cleared out at around 10:45 p.m. so that people could actually see that beautiful moon. And then interestingly enough, just like an hour later, the clouds had come back. So it was a little bit like a cameo of sorts on a stage, right? I loved it. There's like this beautiful vibe right now coming from I don't know where, just like a really nice summer vibe. There was a bunch of screaming nut jobs out on the sidewalk below my windows for the last hour and a half. And as soon as I picked up this camera and started filming, they shut up and they stopped shouting. That's interesting. I mean, I was going to give them the attention that they're looking for. And then they just suddenly stopped shouting and seemed to have dispersed. I'm so disappointed, really. This is really, really sad. Because again, when people are screaming and shouting directly underneath your windows for an hour and a half in the middle of a weekday, today's Tuesday, they're kind of doxing their own like idleness and the fact that they have nothing else going on. I mean, I do. I was sleeping, right? Like I spent 2 days cleaning out this place, trying to get it ready for a pest control inspection, moving boxes away from the wall. This is kind of a legal situation. It's also mandated by the City of Boston's Inspectional Services, who issued a citation to the Greenville Group, not to me, for a cockroach infestation in this unit that they should be on top of, right? So landlords should, and I think are required to, engage in regular pest control, especially in large multi-unit buildings where there's multiple people living, all kinds of different living conditions. Some people are neat, some people are not. Some people keep barrels of flour, in their closet or whatever. Some people don't. I don't have any food in this unit at all. The only food I have is in my fridge, which means I'm always hungry because I don't have enough food. But at least I don't leave giant boxes of cereal lying around or crackers. I don't have anything. I don't even have candy bars. So when Greenville says I'm somehow causing these pests to come here, no, I'm not. My dad has a giant basement that's twice the size of this unit. He's got all kinds of boxes, all kinds of storage stuff in there, not a single cockroach or mouse or any kind of bug. I don't even find spiders in his basement because his building management has effective pest control. Same thing with my sister. She's got a giant basement full of all kinds of stuff. They don't have mice, they don't have rats, they don't have cockroaches because they have effective pest control management. It starts with prevention, not blaming the tenant because, they have a few boxes. I've had these boxes for 13 years, and not once did I ever have any cockroaches or mice for the first, 12 years that I lived in this unit. The cockroaches and mice only started happening sometime around 2020. 2019, 2020. That's the first time I ever saw a mouse in this unit. And up until now, the problem has been only rodents. I've never seen a cockroach. And my vision was pretty good up until a few years ago. I lost my eyesight in 2018, not when I was born. So I certainly was able to see bugs for the first 12 years that I lived in this unit. I never even saw a spider. So the cockroaches are not me. That's the Greenville Group not engaging in effective pest control management as they are supposed to as landlords. But oh my God, what a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I just can't believe how beautiful this day is. There's such a beautiful vibe. I don't know, maybe from the screaming and shouting out on the street. I'm joking. But no, there's like this just beautiful, I feel like I'm like on summer vacation in the Hamptons somewhere or something like that. It's got that feel, right? That summer vacation feel, maybe because we're finally having a summery day after several days of cold, rainy, windy weather. It finally feels like the middle of summer again. So that's probably what I'm picking up on. Okay, so beautiful vibe. Feels like summer. I feel like I'm in the Hamptons somewhere on a an estate or something, even though this is not that. But that's what it feels like. This is definitely not an estate in the Hamptons for sure. This is a really messy, noisy, kind of scummy corner with a lot of nut jobs getting disruptive out on the street 24/7. But I just feel like I'm in the Hamptons. So there we go, for whatever reason. And now I just got a spam message. So guys, this is really something that people need to be aware of. Account closed. Your cloud data, what the hell does that say? Your cloud data is about to be deleted. Act now to save your pictures and data. Team, what the hell? MNW. That seems like phishing to me because I don't have a cloud account. I don't have a cloud account at all. And the account that I do have is certainly not with a cloud company. It's with an app. So this is total spam. They're looking for information. Obviously, it's a phishing thing, so I need to report it. Buyer beware, right? There's a lot of stuff like that out there. People just need to know what that's about. If you don't have a cloud account and you're getting all these text messages requesting your information, don't send it, right? Just don't. What time is it now? 12:25. So there's a lot of people out there with no discernment. Thankfully, I was raised in the 80s and 90s when people were still thought to think critically. And I can think critically. So when I get text messages like that, just don't click on it.